What's up everybody, Tony here with High Tech Check, and today we're going to be checking out a whole bunch of different cases made by Spigen for the brand new Galaxy S23 Ultra. Now there's always quite a few cases that I love from Spigen, that's why I'm super excited to do this, and I'm glad I'm sharing it with you guys. Now I will also be putting a link in the description in case you guys want to pick up any of these cases yourself, and if you guys like me and you want to support my channel, please use those links because it helps me keep purchasing products and reviews to you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. So here we have the Spigen Tough Armor case. So this case actually has a two-piece design. It's surrounded by a hard rubber shell. It's also got some nice foam in the center here to help keep your phone safe. And then it also has a hard outer plastic shell that actually comes off that you can put back on once you put the phone into the rubber case. Just like that. Now this case also has a little kickstand that is made of plastic. It's kind of flimsy and just flops around, but we'll see if it gets the job done. So there's the phone inside the rubber piece. Then you just take the hard shell, put it over the case, and just press it into place. And there you go. This is the green, looks pretty nice. Does feel nice in the hand. It's not grippy, but it's not slippery either. Power button, nice and clicky, and it's serrated, very nice, so you can easily find it. Volume buttons are flush with the case, but they click very nice. Nice so far. So if we look at the side here, as you can see, it doesn't add a lot of bulk to the phone. It also does have a slight raised edge on the top and the bottom for your screen protection. If we look at the other side, you can see that serrated power button, which is really nice feeling, and our separated volume rockers, which is awesome. It's also got some extra protection in each one of these corners in case you happen to drop your phone. On the bottom here, it's got your cutout for your S Pen, your speaker grill, and your charging port, and you can easily access your S Pen, which is nice. No problems there. On the back, again, it's got that little plastic kickstand that is flimsy. And it looks like you have precision cutouts for all your camera lenses, and they are actually slightly recessed as well for protection. So that's pretty nice. So let's take out this kickstand again. So it does hold your phone upright if you wanted to sit in portrait. No, it won't stay. So you can use that to, watch some YouTube videos or something like that. This may break off. It's just made of a flimsy plastic, and as you can see, it just kind of like moves around very easily. So it'll get the job done, but it's definitely not the best. But yeah, the case feels really nice, and I like these buttons. They are nice and clicky. Very nice case. Now, will it wirelessly charge through the case itself? Yes, it will. I'm liking this case, and I would definitely recommend it and give it a thumbs up. Then here we have the Spigen Liquid Air. So here is the case. It is kind of flimsy. It doesn't have any hard back on there, but it does have a really cool texture on the back, as you can see. On the inside, again, it's still that same type of material that this whole case is made out of. Very easy to put the phone in. Feels nice in the hand. It's not grippy. It does have some serrations on the side to help with the grip. Buttons feel very good. Nice and clicky. Easily clickable, which I love. Feels nice in the hand. If we look at the side here, as you can see those serrations. We also have a little raised edge on the top and the bottom of the case. It also doesn't add a lot of bulk, which I love too. On the other side, we have those serrations again. The power button is also textured to easily find it. Then we have our volume buttons right there. On the bottom, it's a cutout for your S Pen, which is easily accessible. Your speaker, your charging port. And on the back, again, it's got that nice texture. Doesn't pick up any fingerprints, which is definitely a plus. And there is also a slight recession for these big camera lenses as well. So if you happen to put your phone on its back, it won't touch the camera lenses either. Very nice case. It does offer some protection, and it keeps the phone nice and slim. Does it work with wireless charging? Not a problem. I do like this case. If you, again, like I said, if you want some protection but still keep your phone nice and slim, I would definitely recommend this case, and I would give it a thumbs up. And then here we have the Spigen Ultra Hybrid S. So here is the case itself. It's nice and clear. It's got a nice hard back, and it's got a really nice metal kickstand. That is nice, and it stays in place. So let's peel off these protectors here. There's also one on the inside. It does have a nice kind of firm rubber on the sides. Let's put our phone in. All right. The case is nice and grippy. Buttons, easily accessible, nice and clicky. The power button also has a texture on it so you can easily find it. Very nice so far. Feels nice in the hand. If we look at the side here, as you can see, it's got a slight raised edge for the top and the bottom of the case. Got our Spigen logo. And as you can see, it doesn't add bulk to the phone except for that little kickstand on the bottom. On the side here, as you can see, the little serrated power button and our volume buttons here. On the bottom, again, we have our cutout for our S Pen, speaker, charging port. On the back, we have that really nice metal kickstand. It's got a nice clear back that doesn't pick up fingerprints hardly at all. And it also has a very slight recession for your camera lenses. It seems like if you put some sort of protector on your lenses, it would probably protrude out of this case. And then for that kickstand, so you can stand your phone up in portrait mode if you want to just look at your phone from your desk or do like a Zoom call or something, or if you want to lay it down in landscape, you can watch some Netflix or YouTube, and then it just kind of folds back in place. Very nice. I really like this case. I'm partial to these kickstand cases. Now, will it wirelessly charge? Yes, it will, not a problem. And it also has these little kind of airbags in the corners of the phone. So in case you happen to drop it and it lands on the corner, you got that extra protection. So that is a really nice case. If you want to show off the color of your phone, have some protection, and still have a really nice solid kickstand, I would definitely recommend this case, and I would give it a thumbs up. And here we have the Spigen Liquid Crystal case. So here is the case. It's actually very bendy and flexible. It's not like the hard plastic shell like the last case was. And this one actually comes with a lens cleaner, just in case you get like a stain or something on it. And I've never seen that before. So there it is in the case. The case is nice and grippy. Power buttons clicky, as well as the volume rocker is very solid too. Very nice. Feels good in the hand. If we look at the side here, as you can see, it's got that same little raised edge on the top and the bottom. Doesn't add any bulk to the phone. On the side, it has your serrated power button and your volume buttons. On the bottom, it's got your cutout for your S Pen, your speaker port, and your charging port. On the back, it's crystal clear to show off the color of your phone, and it seems to do a pretty good job at rejecting fingerprints, which is awesome. It also has a slight recession for your camera lenses as well. And as far as wireless charging goes, not a problem. This case also has those little air cushions in each one of the corners, so in case you happen to drop your phone and it hits one of the corners, you're extra protected. That is a pretty nice case. Still keeps the phone nice and slim, but offers you some protection while showing off the color of your phone. I do like this case. I'd recommend it, and I'm going to give it a thumbs up. And then here we have the Rugged Armor case, and this is the Spigen case that I always use for all my Galaxy devices. And here is the case. It's got a really nice matte look on the back, feels pretty cool. It's got that carbon fiber inlay on the bottom. It is also very flexible, and there it is on the phone. So why do I like this case so much? Well, it's because it keeps the phone nice and slim. I like the way that it feels. I like the way that it looks, and it's got that extra protection in each one of the corners in case I've dropped my phone, which I've done before, and my phone has always come out unscathed. So yes, this is one of my favorite cases. Feels nice in the hand. It's not grippy, but it's not slippery either. Buttons, nice and clicky. Very nice. Easily accessible. I like it. You just have to press it in, lightly, and it actually clicks the button. If we look on the side here, as you can see, it doesn't add any bulk to the phone. And as you can see, it's got the extra protection for the edges. It's also got the serration on the side here. It's also got the raised edge on the top and the bottom for the screen. On the side, again, it's got that serration, and it's got the power button and the volume rockers right here. On the bottom, you have your cutout for your S Pen, your speaker, and your charging port. On the back, again, it's got that nice carbon fiber inlay on the bottom, which I love, and it doesn't pick up any fingerprints, and it's got kind of like that matte look to it. Very cool. And it has the ever so slight recessions for your camera lens protection. And as far as wireless charging goes, you know that it's going to work. There you go. So yeah, I would always recommend the Rugged Armor. Like I said, this is one of my favorite cases. I love everything about it. It offers some good protection while keeping the phone nice and slim, and looks good while doing it. So I would definitely recommend this case, and I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Then here we have the Optik Armor case. So here is the case itself. It has that same texture as kind of like the Rugged Armor does. And it has a camera cover as well that you can very easily slide this camera cover over. This is probably the nicest sliding camera cover that I've tested so far. That's pretty nice. Very cool. And it looks like this whole piece here is a hard plastic, where the rest of the case is a very flimsy, rubbery type material. So there it is on the phone. It does feel nice in the hand. It's got a smooth feel to it. Buttons are clicky, easily accessible. You don't have to press on them really hard for them to actually do something. Feels nice in the hand. If we look at the side, it just adds a little bit of bulk to the top of the phone here. As you can see, it's got the raised edge on the top and the bottom. On the side, we have our power button and our volume rockers. On the bottom, it's got your cutout for your S Pen, your speaker port, and your charging port. On the back, again, it's got that nice, cool, rubbery type texture. It's got your Spigen logo, and here's the little cover for your cameras. You can easily slide over where there's some texture on the other side, and then you can easily slide it back if you want. That is nice. This is, like I said, this is the nicest slider I've seen for a camera yet. All the other ones you kind of got to really pull over, and they just kind of don't work very well. This is different. This one slides very nice, and it's very easy to slide over. Not to say that it would slide over by itself, but when you want it to slide over, it moves. So that is definitely really cool. And as far as wireless charging goes, no problems there. So that is a pretty nice case. So if you want the most privacy you can from your rear cameras, and you want the most protection for your rear cameras, this Optik case is going to be the one you're definitely going to want to get. So I would recommend this case, and I'll give it a thumbs up. And here we have the Spigen Neo Hybrid. So there it is on the phone. It's not grippy, but it's not slippery either. It's just smooth because of the plastic on the side. Feels pretty nice in the hand. Buttons are clicky, easily accessible. You don't have to press on them very hard, which is nice. If we look at the side here, as you can see, it doesn't add a lot of bulk to the phone. It still has the raised edge on the top and the bottom of the case. On the other side, we have our volume buttons and our power button that has the kind of texture on there. On the bottom, we have our cutout for our S Pen, speaker, and charging port, which is surrounded by rubber. And on the back, again, it's got kind of like that weave pattern, which is pretty cool. Feels really nice and smooth. Doesn't pick up any fingerprints. And for the cameras, there's just a slight recession for those. As far as charging goes, no problems there. So I'm not very partial to this case, but it is a nice case. The thing I don't really care for are these sides. It kind of feels like a soft silicone, but it's very rigid. It's not like the soft back on here. I don't know. It It reminds me of like plastic. I just don't really care for the feel of it. But again, it is a nice case, and I would definitely recommend it, and I would give it a thumbs up. And then here we have the Thin Fit case by Spigen. So here we are. It does feel like it's got this like a rubbery, plasticky material on the back here. And then it's got some soft rubber around the edges. It's very light. The case itself is very light, so it's not going to add a lot of weight to the phone. It is nice and grippy in the hands, feels good in the hands. Buttons are clicky, easily accessible. If we look at the side here, you can see where the soft silicone plastic meets the soft rubber. It also has the raised edge on the top and the bottom of the case. It also doesn't add a lot of bulk to the phone either. On the other side, we have our power button and our volume buttons. On the bottom, we have our cutout for our S Pen, speaker, and charging port. On the back, again, it's got that kind of like grippy type rubbery plastic. Feels kind of weird. I don't know how it would do like in and out of your pocket. It may catch a little bit. I'm not very partial to that. The camera lenses have a slight raised edge around them. And as far as wireless charging, no problems there. So the thing about this case is it's light. It's thin, it's light, it offers protection. The only thing I don't really care for is like I said, that like that grippy back of it. I don't like the way that feels, but you might. It's definitely not a bad case, and I would recommend it, and I would give it a thumbs up. And I saved the best for last. This is the Spigen Cryo Armor case. This is probably my second favorite case, and you'll see why in just a minute. So this is probably one of the cooler cases that I've reviewed so far. If you're looking at this case, it looks like the case is actually glowing or lit up. And that's because of these blue little inlays between these little textured tiles on the back of this case. It is so cool. It feels cool, looks cool, and I'm definitely liking it. There is a little plastic cover that you can take out on the inside. I didn't, I'm just leaving it in for the review, but it doesn't have any effect on the case itself. So the case is not grippy, but it's not slippery. It's just kind of smooth. Buttons, very clicky, easily accessible. The power button has like a little texture on it, which I love. Feels good in the hand. If we look at the side here, as you can see, there's still a raised edge on the top and the bottom of the case, and there's some extra cushions in the corners for drop protection. On the side here, as you can see, there's that serrated power button, your volume buttons, and it's got kind of like these little raised textures on the side for grip. On the bottom here, we have our S Pen cutout, our speaker, and our charging port. On the back, there is that really cool cryo look. Feels really cool too. It's nice and kind of rubbery feeling. Very cool. And then it also has a nice recession for our camera lenses. And there's that piece from the inside that I didn't take out. Definitely love this case. Like I said, this is my second favorite Spigen case ever. And then as far as wireless charging goes, no problems there. Yeah, so if you want a case that offers you protection, looks cool, is going to make people ask you questions about it, and still keeps your phone nice and thin, Cryo Armor case is definitely one you want to get, and I would definitely give this one a thumbs up. So I hope you guys had as much fun watching this video as I had making it for you. I absolutely love Spigen's cases. So out of all these cases, which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. I'm curious to see if you choose the same ones that I do. And if you want to pick any of these up, I will be putting a link in the description. And if you guys like me and you want to support my channel, please use those links because it helps me keep purchasing products and reviews for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that little notification bell to let you guys know when I put out new videos. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.